Joining me now, Democratic Congressman Lloyd Doggett. Good morning, Congressman. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Chris.
You've said you're against this compromise, and of course some of your fellow House Democrats are saying they're going to try to block it from going to the floor. Has it come to that? I mean, in your opinion, should it come to that? If there aren't changes, are you prepared for this not even to go to the floor?
I believe that's the only bargaining power we have here. We have two big problems. We have a soaring national debt that the president was talking about last week, and this week he proposes to add about another $1 trillion to it in this backroom deal with the Republicans. And the second is the need to encourage job growth. Now, none of us want to see an increase on middle-class families of their taxes, but neither do we think that there ought to be a bonanza for billionaires. In the area I represent down in Austin, Texas, the median family income is about $60,000. Billionaires, actually the top 1%, much more than billionaires, will get an average tax break under this deal of about $77,000.
But you heard the president,
that's
Congressman.
just not right.
The president's argument is that this is the alternative to what you're talking about is for everybody, including those people not making a lot of money in your district, waking up on January 1st with a big tax hike. Are you prepared for that to happen if that's what it takes?
Well, I'm prepared to work until January 1st to see that we get middle-class tax relief without a bonanza to the billionaires that won't create a single new job.
And if it doesn't happen, then what?
If it doesn't happen, we have plenty of time in January to address this problem without having any adverse effect. I understand the false sense of urgency that's been built here to justify this deal and all the claims that have been made. But everything the president has agreed to with reference to estate tax cuts, programs that benefit only those at the top, is completely contrary to what he was saying up until about a week ago.
But as a practical political matter, Congressman, if indeed that happens, if this doesn't go to the floor, if indeed on January 1st everybody's taxes go up, what makes you think that the Democrats have a stronger position when at that point the Republicans will control the House?
We have something else that's about to happen shortly after January, and that's the need to change the debt ceiling. These Republicans don't want to accept responsibility for that, and yet their deal to give billionaires so much additional money will help increase that debt ceiling. We need to tie the two together. We need to hold true to our values. I understand the frustration of the president. Having led us to a defeat of historic proportions, it's just not time to surrender on those values that we hold so dear. Focusing on job creation, focusing on not adding to the national debt for unreasonable purposes, that's what this is all about. And unless we say no to a take-it-or-leave-it deal and try to improve it, try to add green jobs, try to add debt reduction, then I think the Democratic caucus is basically irrelevant.
Well, you seem to be speaking for quite a few Democrats in the House and some more in the Senate as well. Congressman
Well, I hope
Lloyd
we're speaking
Doggett.
for the values of our folks at home, and I think we are. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.